I don't know if you've seen this, but he posted in July. So now fake movie actor George Clooney,
Yeah,
he doesn't know that movies are fake, does he?
I don't think so.
Clooney should get out of politics and go back to television. Movies never really worked for him.
I will if he does.
Who never
Hannibal
came
Lecter
close
is his guy.
to making a great movie is getting into the act. He's turned on Crooked Joe like the rats they both are. What does Clooney know about anything?
Trump just had a meltdown so epic it makes his hairpiece look stable, all because George Clooney called him unqualified. Talk about a low bar. Even my pet Rock is overqualified compared to the Orange Menace. But here's the kicker. Trump's reaction was so over the top, it's got people wondering if Clooney's got some secret dirt. I mean, why else would a simple jab send Trump into a 24-hour spiral? It's like watching a toddler throw a tantrum, except the toddler has access to Twitter and nuclear codes. Before we move on, I'd like to ask you a small favor. If you appreciate this content, please take a second to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Over 98% of you watch the videos without subscribing. It costs you nothing, but it makes a huge difference to us. So did you click the subscribe button? Great. Thank you so much. Now, back to the video. Picture this. George Clooney, Hollywood's silver fox, lounging on a talk show couch like he owns the place. The host, probably hoping for some juicy gossip about Clooney's latest movie, casually asks about Trump. Big mistake. Huge. Clooney, cool as a cucumber, drops a bomb that makes even the studio lights flicker.
Have you thought about if Donald Trump wins? Have you thought about the possibility he might use the power of the federal government against you personally?
You don't have to be faster than the bear. You just have to be faster than the one kid. You're that one kid, pal.
I'm the kid.
Yeah, I have, but I'm comforted in the fact that he's coming after you first.
That makes you feel better?
Yeah.
Unqualified, he says, sipping his coffee like he didn't just set the internet on fire. The audience gasps, the host's jaw hits the floor, and somewhere in Mar-a-Lago, a certain orange-tinted ex-president's ears start burning. Before you can say, Kavfef, social media explodes. It's like someone threw a match into a fireworks factory. Memes start flying around faster than Trump's toupee in a hurricane. There's Clooney as Batman punching a cartoon Trump. There's Trump's face photoshopped onto a help wanted sign. It's a meme apocalypse, folks. Meanwhile, Trump's team is running around like headless chickens trying to contain the fallout. But let's face it, controlling this mess is like trying to herd cats. Angry, Twitter-savvy cats.
I try to get behind things that I think I could have. At least I can help bring attention to it. I can't change things. I'm not we're not a government, my wife and I. We try to get involved in things that we think we can, and we fail. I fail most often. You failed a lot in Darfur, failed a lot, quite honestly, but it's worth the journey. And I'm worried about the coarsening of America. I'm worried about how we celebrate unkindness.
And Clooney, he's probably at home, feet up, watching the chaos unfold with that signature smirk. One word, that's all it took. Who knew unqualified could cause such a ruckus? It's like he found Trump's self-esteem off switch and flicked it with his pinky. But hold on to your hair pieces, folks. This Hollywood versus Washington showdown is just getting started. It's like a political cage match, but instead of muscles, they're flexing their egos. And trust me, there's plenty of ego to go around. As the day wears on, political pundits start weighing in. They're dissecting Clooney's words like it's the Zapruder film. What did he mean by unqualified, they ask, as if it's some deep philosophical question. Meanwhile, the rest of us are wondering if we can get Clooney to describe our exes next. Trump's supporters are out in force, defending their guy like he's the last slice of pizza at a frat party.
Broadway debut, which I found kind of crazy that you never.
It's pretty stupid.
You've never been on Broadway.
No, I've never. I did one play. I've done a lot of plays in L.A.,
Right.
but I did one play at Steppenwolf about 30 years ago. It's been a long time.
Have you thought about writing an op-ed in the Times asking him to step down? Because it worked once. Why not try it again?
Yeah, he's a big fan of mine. And I'm a wreck. I'm a nervous wreck. Sure. I mean, it's a very intimidating world.
Did you feel like this is something you need to check off? Did
you say check off?
career-wise?
As time went on, it felt like maybe I should do it. And I have to say, I'm terrified and it's exciting. We're going to live in New York for a while and try to not destroy Broadway alone.
What does some Hollywood elitist know about politics? They cry, conveniently forgetting their guy's own showbiz background. It's like watching a game of political hot potato, but the potato is on fire and covered in orange spray tan. Well, folks, it looks like our favorite orange-hued ex-president decided to turn his Twitter account into a one-man circus. Trump's tiny thumbs were working overtime, pumping out tweets faster than he downs Diet Cokes. It's like watching a toddler have a meltdown, but instead of throwing toys, he's hurling insults at George Clooney. Trump's digital rampage was something to behold. He called Clooney a fake movie actor, which is about as ridiculous as calling water wet. I mean, what's next? Calling firefighters fake heroes because they only pretend to put out fires in movies? Trump's logic is so twisted, it could qualify as a pretzel. But wait, it gets better. Trump claimed Clooney never made a great movie. Has he never heard of Gravity? Or is he just projecting his own cinematic failures? Let's face it, Trump's movie career peaked with his Home Alone 2 cameo. I guess in Trump's world, if you're not pointing at things in a hotel lobby, you're not really acting. The internet predictably went absolutely bananas. It was like someone threw a banana peel into the meme factory's machinery. Suddenly, we were drowning in a sea of photoshopped images faster than you can say kafef.
You know, our news anchors have really taken a...
Could be. I don't know who'd play Sean Hannity. Maybe you should do.
Yeah, how long will you be on Broadway?
9 years, they tell me.
Yeah, is that right?
It's longer than I thought the run. No,
Yeah, you know
we
what?
just saw your acting
That
just
might
now.
be nice. Yes, thank you for including me in that.
Oh, you were very... Did you guys like his acting in that? It was great.
There were pictures of Clooney's head on superhero bodies, probably because in comparison to Trump, Clooney was starting to look like a real-life Batman. But the real comedy gold came from the political commentators. These poor souls had to analyze Trump's tweets like they were decoding the Dead Sea Scrolls. They were comparing this Twitter spat to historical events, as if Trump versus Clooney was the modern-day equivalent of the Lincoln-Douglas debates. Spoiler alert, it's not. The meme culture surrounding this feud was truly a sight to behold. People were digging up Trump's old movie cameos, suggesting he wouldn't win any Oscars for his performances. Well, duh. The only award Trump's likely to win is Most Orange President in History. And even then, it's a pretty narrow field. In a twist that surprised absolutely no one, Trump's tweet storm ended up backfiring spectacularly. While he was busy having a digital tantrum, Clooney came out looking like the cool, collected one. It's like watching a battle of wits where one side forgot to bring any ammunition. Well, folks, it looks like Hollywood and Washington are in a real-life crossover episode, and the ratings are through the roof. This Clooney-Trump saga isn't just entertaining, it's showing us that celebs aren't just pretty faces anymore. They're becoming political heavyweights, throwing their star power around like confetti at a White House party. Next time you're munching popcorn at the movies, remember that the dashing hero on screen might be your future commander-in-chief. Who knows, maybe we'll see George Clooney's chiseled jawline on the presidential ballot in 2024. Talk about a plot twist. But seriously, folks, this political blockbuster is far from over. It's like we're living in a never-ending reality show where the line between entertainment and politics is blurrier than Trump's vision without his spray tan goggles. So grab your popcorn and settle in. This Hollywood-Washington drama is just getting started.